When you have 15 people, and the 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero. The Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. And this is their new hoax. We're 15 people in this massive country. And because of the fact that we went early, we could have had a lot more than that.
To do, a lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat.
Because of all we've done, the risk to the American people remains very low. People die from the flu, and this is very unusual. And it is a little bit different, but in some ways it's easier, and in some ways it's a little bit tougher. But we have it so well under control. View this the same as the flu. When somebody sneezes, I try and bail out as much as possible. It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear. If you're healthy, you will probably go through a process and you'll be fine.
You take a solid flu vaccine, you don't think that would have an impact or much of an impact on corona?
No. He's asking the question, when is it going to be deployable? And that is going to be at the earliest a year to a year and a half, no matter how fast you go.
You think that's right?
And as you said, the treatment's going to be available before the vaccine.
Well, I think treatment in many ways might be more exciting.
If, we have thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that get better just by, sitting around and even going to work. Some of them go to work, but they get better.
When you have 15 people, and the 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero. And I just see right now it's about 149 cases. We pretty much shut it down coming in from China. It will go away, just stay calm. I am officially declaring a national emergency. We have a problem that a month ago nobody ever thought about.
A lot of people think that goes away in April.
But they think August, could be July, could be longer than that. But hopefully it won't be as bad as some people think it could be, but we're working very closely with them and with a lot of other people in a lot of other countries, and we think we have it very well under control. We have very little problem in this country at this moment, 5.
How concerned are you?
Well, we pretty much shut it down.
I think it's going to work out fine. I think when we get into April and the warmer weather, that has a very negative effect on that and that type of a virus. So let's see what happens, but I think it's going to work out fine.
On Monday, I'll be meeting with the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world, actually. They'll be coming to the White House, and we're talking about a vaccine and developing very quickly, and they've already started working on it, developing very rapidly a vaccine for the virus, to combat the virus. And we're having very good initial feedback. And I'd like to just ask and caution that the media, we would respectfully ask the media and politicians and everybody else involved not do anything to incite a panic, because there's no reason to panic at all. This is something that is being handled professionally.
Our country's doing very well. Our professionals are doing really an incredible job. We're also working with other countries to help them.
Are you also considering a national emergency declaration that would allow states and local governments to cap the amount?
I don't think you'll need that, because I really think we're in extremely good shape. We're prepared for anything, and we could always do that at a later date if we need it, but I don't think we need that at this stage. Interestingly, we were discussing, and a question I get asked a lot by people is, on average, you lose from 26,000 to 70,000 or so, and even in some cases more from the flu. We have deaths of that per year worldwide. It's hundreds of thousands of deaths from the common flu. And they ask, what's the difference and how does this differ? And I guess there are things that are similar and things that are different. Every one of them is different. You look at a percentage, we have a very, very small percentage, and a big percentage of what we have is when we brought in the 40 or so people from the ship. We brought them in, we immediately quarantined them, but you're adding that to the numbers that we had, which were very small. Anybody right now and yesterday, anybody that needs a test gets a test. They're there. They have the tests, and the tests are beautiful. Anybody that needs a test gets a test. If there's a doctor that wants to test, if there's somebody coming off a ship, like the big monster ship that's out there right now, which, again, that's a big decision.
Do I want to bring all those people on? People would like me to do that. I don't like the idea of doing it. But anybody that needs a test can have a test. When you have 15 people, and the 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero,